The subject I'd like to look into in this video is whether or not Chinese medicine is a pseudoscience. That question is just the application of a more fundamental question. Where is the boundary between science and pseudoscience? Other possible applications could be astrology, psychoanalysis, or stock analysis. The distinction between science and pseudoscience can be a controversial one, because sometimes it's not straightforward to determine if an approach is entirely rigorous and evidence-based, as in the usual simpler definition of science. I shall base my analysis on the characterization of science formulated by four philosophers, Ayer, Popper, Kuhn, and Feyerabend. Is Chinese medicine a pseudoscience according to each of their definitions? According to Ayer, science is concerned with making predictions about observable, tangible phenomena, and scientific statements must be verifiable. If you apply this to Chinese medicine, then it should be a pseudoscience because its fundamental concepts are unobservable, as they are related to yin-yang wuxing, that is, yin and yang, and the 5 phases of the universe in traditional Chinese thought. According to Popper, scientific theories are not verifiable, as Ayer had claimed, but rather they are falsifiable. In that case, Chinese medicine would still be a pseudoscience, because like psychoanalysis, it does not make predictions, but rather offers explanation for past observations, and there's no logical evidence that you didn't just read the past differently to come up with a convenient story. Now, according to Kuhn, the prevailing science at any given time is a dominant paradigm, and when inconsistencies arise that cannot be explained by that paradigm, a scientific revolution may occur, in which the prevailing paradigm is overthrown and replaced by a new one. Take the example of dark matter. When it was first observed, it couldn't yet be explained, but scientists didn't just overthrow the existing theories because of that. Instead, dark matter was simply awaiting explanation. So getting back to Chinese medicine, it obviously is not the prevailing paradigm in the scientific community at the present, with the paradigm being Western medicine, but this is more due to social and cultural factors than to lack of consistency in its pursuit of truth. Finally, let's take a look at Feyerabend's outlook on science. Feyerabend has been branded as the worst enemy of science because he believes that science is not a fixed or objective pursuit of truth, but rather a human activity that is not inherently superior to other forms of knowledge. He argues that scientific theories prevail because of partly irrational reasons, and that scientific progress is best achieved through the exploration of a wide range of ideas, including marginal approaches. I'd like to add an example here. Chinese chemist Wu Youyou was awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 2015 for her discovery of artemisinin, a molecule used to treat malaria. What gave her the idea was qinghaosu, a herbal extract used in Chinese medicine. She even said, "Qinghaosu is a gift of Chinese medicine to humanity." This example shows that established science can very well include elements that are rooted in so-called pseudoscience. Feyerabend has also given an opinion on Chinese medicine. He was wounded in World War II, and his wound only got worse as he tried countless cures from Western medicine. But he got better after testing traditional Chinese acupuncture and massage. So would he consider Chinese medicine a pseudoscience? In fact, I believe he would support that there's no boundary and there's no point-setting boundary between science and pseudoscience. Compared to the other 3 philosophers I've talked about, I am more in agreement with Feyerabend, not because I'm against scientific method, but because I believe dogmatism hinders openness and flexibility in scientific inquiry.